Good morning, viewers. I'm Dr. Harsh, Associate Professor MMCH Kumarhatti. Today's topic for discussion is pericardium and external features of heart. Let's start with the pericardium. Now, what is pericardium? Pericardium is the outer covering which encloses the heart. Not the covering actually, it is a conical fibroserous sac which contains the heart and root of the great blood vessels like aorta, pulmonary trunk, right? It is situated in the middle mediastinum. As we all know, heart itself, along with the pericardium, it is a content of middle mediastinum. Let's look on the review of mediastinum. As discussed in your previous lectures, mediastinum, it is divided into superior and inferior mediastinum. Inferior mediastinum is again divided into three parts: anterior, middle, and posterior mediastinum. So not going into the details of the mediastinum, I'm only discussing this because this pericardium is the part of pericardium and the heart. It is the content of middle mediastinum. Middle is a part of inferior mediastinum, right? Now, so what is pericardium? As already said, that it is the fibroserous sac which encloses the heart. So fibroserous, so it is of two types: fibrous pericardium and serous pericardium. Fibrous, as the name suggests, it is made up of inner sac is serous and the outer one is fibrous. Fibrous is made up of mainly of fibers, right? Now, it is a conical shaped. I have drawn the diagram. This is the heart. This is its cardiac muscle, heart muscle. Three types of muscles we have discussed in histology also: smooth muscles, skeletal muscles, cardiac muscle. So this is a cardiac muscle, right? And this red one I have drawn conical shape. This is the heart, this is the aorta, this is the cardiac muscle, and this pink and blue, these are the pericardium which encloses the heart, right? That sac. So pericardium is fibrous pericardium and serous. As it is a fibroserous sac, so it is fibrous pericardium and the serous pericardium, right? Now goes fibrous pericardium first. Fibrous pericardium, it's a cone shaped bag, as I had already discussed, right? Now its apex is directed upwards, right, and towards this aorta. Above it is attached to the blends with the external coat of this aorta and the pulmonary trunk, and is continuous with the, as we have discussed in the head and neck, pretracheal layer of deep cervical fascia, right? So this fibrous pericardium, its apex above it blends with the fascia of the external coat of the aorta, pulmonary trunk, and then blends with the pretracheal fascia of the deep cervical fascia, right? Now below it fuses with, as we know, below the heart, in between the two lungs lies the heart, and below them is the diaphragm, right? So below it fuses with the upper surface of the central tendon of the diaphragm, right? And this fusion is developmental, as the fibrous pericardium as well as this central tendon of this diaphragm, they both develop from the septum transversum, right? So in front, these are the attachments above and below. In front, they are attached with the, as it lies in the middle mediastinum, so in front is the anterior mediastinum, posteriorly is the posterior mediastinum. In the anterior mediastinum, we have learned the contents of anterior mediastinum are anterior and posterior sternopericardial ligaments. So in front, the relations are and superior and inferior sternopericardial ligaments, right? Let's repeat. Apex of the fibrous, I'm only telling you about the fibrous pericardium. Serous I will repeat after that. The fibrous is this bluish one which I draw, bluish covering. This is the fibrous pericardium, right? Its apex blends with the layered external coat of the ascending aorta and pulmonary trunk, and which continues above and blends with the pretracheal layer of deep cervical fascia. Below it fuses with the central tendon of the diaphragm, right? And this fusion is developmental, as both of them, they develop from the septum transversum, right? Now in front there are sternopericardial ligaments. Now if we see the structure piercing are the ascending aorta, superior and inferior vena cava, left pulmonary arteries, and 4 pulmonary veins, right? Now come to the this one, serous pericardium. Now serous has two layers. One is the parietal and one is the visceral layer. As I have drawn, this is the parietal layer which fuses with the inner surface of the fibrous pericardium. Blue one is the fibrous pericardium. This is the inner surface of fibrous pericardium. So the parietal layer of this whole pink one is the serous pericardium. The parietal layer of the parietal layer of the serous pericardium fuses with the inner layer of the fibrous pericardium, and the visceral layer is the inner one. Visceral layer fuses with the outer surface of the heart, right? So in between the visceral and the parietal layer, we has a pericardial cavity, right? Pericardial cavity which is filled with the fluid. This pericardial sac or pericardial cavity which is filled with the fluid, which is around about 300 ml of fluid is accommodated in this pericardial cavity, right? This allow free movements of the heart within the fibrous pericardium, this cavity, fibrous pericardium, right? Now let's come to the other serous pericardium. We have transverse sinuses and oblique sinuses. In the serous pericardium we have two sinuses.